Recently, I created a video that honestly I didn't really think anybody would watch, but it's actually now one of my most popular, most watched, most searched videos, and that's regarding swapping out your router on fiber internet. So in this case, on my video, it says Frontier. Where I'm at in Southern California, Frontier is one of the leading fiber internet service providers. So what I did was I created a video where they come out and they install their router. Now, for various reasons, you may not want theirs. There's multiple versions out there. There's Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 7, and each of them are progressively getting better and faster. And the way that they do that is in some cases through spreading out a frequency, in some cases reusing frequencies. There's just different techniques that they can use. There's also beam forming, where if something is one direction relative to your Wi-Fi router, the antennas closest to that direction will send the signal and then look to receive. And then the ones at the other end, if it's a multi-antenna external, that can be useful. If they're all internal, maybe less so. An internal antenna is not going to perform as well as an external antenna. Case in point, anytime you buy a radio, what's it got? It's got a little radio up top. Now this will outperform your cell phone because the cell phone has had to take this and stick it in here somewhere and then make it not interfere with everything else. So when you take out the Wi-Fi router that Frontier gives you, you can replace it with your own, or if you're just wanting to expand it, let's say that you're in an area where there's a lot of interference, or you just want to get things off of Wi-Fi for whatever reason, then you can expand what they left with a switch. Don't use a router, use a switch. You could take every single port. Let's say they have 4 ports on their router. You could put 4 switches on there and then put however many devices, -1 on each of those switches. Now just be careful, because if one switch went to another switch, somehow you can create a loop. And that creates what's called like a broadcast storm in some cases. So if you got any questions on how to do that, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and put that in your comments. So what I wanted to do is, since this channel has been helping me out quite a bit, I wanted to give back. So I'm going to give away this Linksys micro router. Now, bottom line up front, this is not cutting edge. It's not like the best of the best. The ports on here are 100 meg, so they're not gigabit. At first, my thought in getting this was I was going to do a product review. I was going to hook it up to a traffic generator. I was going to push a gig through it, and then just see how it worked or how well it performed. But then when I started reading into the specs on this, it was 100 meg. So not much point in stress testing 100 meg. Anyway, so what I'm going to do to give this away, the only way I could figure out easily is through Discord, because there are widgets that will go through and randomly select a user and then randomly select them and then announce them for you. Today is April 8th, so it's a week before tax days. Until May 7th. You have until May 7th to enter. Go to the Discord. I'll put a link to it in the description. And if you're comfortable with me sending this to you, I'll also go ahead and send it to you. If you have any problems when you get it, hooking it up, let me know. It is brand new. This is a 2024 model, so it's not like this is from 8 years ago and the encryption and security and everything else is horrible. Linksys is a good brand. I've been running their gear for a long time. I don't necessarily always run Linksys. It's kind of usually price, performance, features, kind of a balance, if you will. So again, go to Discord, go ahead and enter. I'll create a subforum in there called giveaway, and just go into that room. And good luck to everyone.